Welcome to this short video presentation on the unique ability to create training materials that will teach somebody how to use a software application by driving them through the application itself. So we don't have to create a simulation or show people a video or make them refer to workbooks and stuff like this. We can actually teach the user how to use the application by using the features of the application, the live application itself. In this particular little demonstration, we're going to create a composite image from two separate images in Photoshop. Here we've got Photoshop up on screen, and here's our tutorial box on top and our navigation bar, and we're going to use our tutorial to drive the individual through the various functionality in Photoshop to achieve this composite image. So here we are. Here's the first step. We're teaching them or asking them to load a couple of images. I've already loaded these images to save a little bit of time. So we'll click on Next to move forwards. And here you see the first sort of unique ability of our functionality. Here we're prompting the user to click in the right place in Photoshop to get to the desired result. We're now asking them to do Control-A to select the image and Control-C to cut it to the clipboard. And we're actually tracking them in the live application. So having clipped it to the clipboard, we're now going to move them forwards. We're pointing to where we want them to go. Click on Next, and here again we're pointing out where exactly we want the user to click to achieve the desired result. We're actually going to create a marquee selection for this white area, and we'll post our image into this white area. I'll just move that out of the way. Notice that we can actually put images of our buttons and controls in our tutorial box to help the user get to the right place. So here we're asking them to click on Edit, Transform, and Skew. And what we're going to do is we'll just resize this marquee selection to fit that white area. And when we've done that, we'll paste our clipboard image into that area. So by making the user use the live application, we actually teach them what to do using the real controls. Here we are, we've done that. We'll click on Enter to move forwards. So now we're going to add a little border effect to it. So we'll do Refine Edge. We're going to make them do an edge of 5 pixels. There we are. We'll set the slider to 5, and automatically our software detects it's now on 5 and branches them forwards, telling them to click on OK. And all the while they've got the steps in our tutorial box here. I'll just slide it down out of the way slightly so we can see more clearly. So we want to do Edit, Paste Special, Paste Into. And there's our image. However, it's completely the wrong size, so we want to resize it. So we'll do that by opening up the Layers palette, and we're telling them where the Layers palette is. There we are, and we want them to click on the thumbnail to make sure it's active, just to reinforce this. And there we go. So now we want to do Edit. Here's our balloon up here, telling them where the edit is. I've just moved that out of the way. And Transform again, and Skew. And again, we'll now use the bounding box handles, just get that right out of the way, to resize our image. This is a very, very effective and powerful way to teach a user how to use some functionality in a given application. This is actually in the way, so I'll shut it down, and we can reopen that in a minute. Nearly done. I'll quickly move these up to the correct corners that we want them to be in. We could actually add an audio track to our tutorial if we wanted to as well. I haven't done so on this one. And there's our image. Nearly finished, so we hit Enter to confirm that that's where we want it to be. And lastly, we'll add an effect. We'll reopen the Styles layer palette, and our software detects that it's open, and we click here and select Shadow, set the slider to the number of pixels we want, in this case 3, and as soon as that's happened, just click on OK, and there we have it. I'll just move that out of the way so we can see a bit easier. And that's our composite image created from 2 separate images using the functionality in Photoshop and forcing the user through a guided pathway to achieve a desired result, teaching them how to do it in the process.